Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are calling for stronger sanctions against Tehran. Despite all of this, Israel is panning the plan, and critics, like our next guest, cite some unintended consequences. In the New York Times today, the quote is this: the administration is now a little bit hostage to Iran's behavior going forward. Iran's bad behavior, whether it's the Revolutionary Guard in Syria or the Ayatollah's vicious speeches about Israel, it's going to be linked to the deal. The person who said that is Elliott Abrams. He's the former Deputy National Security Advisor for the Mideast for President George W. Bush. It's nice to have you back on the program.
Good to see you, Jenna.
A little bit hostage. Why do you think we're that way now?
Well, in a way, the newest Iran hostage is Barack Obama. This is his deal. If the Iranians cheat, as they've been cheating for the last 10 years, if they break the agreement, or if they do these other things in Syria, if they engage in the kind of vicious verbal attacks on Israel and the United States, the person who's left looking bad is Barack Obama. He's the person who wanted this deal most of all.
Is that because by making some sort of deal for the next 6 months, we're saying that we support Iran? Why would we shoulder the blame for what Iran does in Syria or what they say about Israel now? Isn't this just an issue between the two of us?
Well, the president really wanted this deal. He's wanted it since 2009. He's wanted to engage with Iran. And I think we're looking at more than a 6-month deal here. The administration wants to end this confrontation we've had with Iran since 1979. That's what really worries the Saudis, what worries the Israelis and others in the region, that is this a corner being turned where the United States is now going to try to change their whole relationship with Iran? They've counted on us to defend them from Iran, and now maybe we're not going to be doing that.
So take this down to a more basic level, if you will. It's really easy to get caught up, rightfully so, in some of the complexity of foreign policy. But how does this tentative agreement impact the safety and security of average American families?
Well, what we've done here is to say the 10 years of cheating under which they built up a nuclear program basically are okay. They're going to have a nuclear program. Secretary Kerry says, no, they don't have a right to anything, but they've got this nuclear program. We're agreeing to that, and now we're talking to them about the little details of which place will be allowed how many centrifuges. They're going to have a nuclear program, and that means for the average American, we're going to have to be on guard now permanently, every day, watching that program to try to prevent them from turning it into a nuclear weapon.
We're also hearing, though, from critics that everything's reversible, that we have this deal today, but tomorrow we may not. What do you think the chances are that this is not lasting, that instead of saying this is what it looks like for the next several years to come, something breaks this up, something changes it? What would that change be?
The change would be the failure to turn this into a permanent deal, or Iran caught cheating on this deal. And then maybe the deal goes away and we've got to confront the fact once again that they're trying to build a nuclear weapon, which I think they still are. That's the real problem here. This is not a peaceful energy program. They want a nuclear weapon. And this deal really does not turn them away from that, because the lesson they're going to learn from this is that decade of lying and cheating paid off for them.
And a key part of this deal is that the UN watchdog inspecting agency, the IAEA, is not going to be allowed to do the inspections that they want to do to ensure that Iran is following the plan. That's just one part of this deal. So many different sides to look at. Elliott, it's great to have you. Thank you so much.
Great to be back. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.